All right. Actually, I'll just do that. So this is week 8. Well, week 16, video log number 8. As you can see, my hair is still a mess. I almost don't really have much of an excuse for that. I really, really don't have much of an excuse for that at all. All right. So how am I? I don't know how to answer that. I don't know how I should answer that. I don't know how I want to answer that. I know that I'm still alive, and that should always be a good thing, right? And that I'm trying to not lose my effing mind, you know? Hopefully that works. I try to turn up my volume. Wasn't sure if I could even be heard because lately I've just been in my head. Last few days, and I'm sure that Chuck and Sue and Josh and everybody else will say that I am trying to keep my distance, and to a certain degree I am, but not exactly on purpose. What do I mean by that? Sue's been more or less just kind of resting, trying to get over her being sick, and she's gotten better actually, without much medication. Matter of fact, it seems like that her doctor that she usually has was kind of like a wet, and they gave her a replacement doctor who gave her like generic medicine that really wasn't gonna work. So when her doctor came back, she's like, "Why did he? Whatever. Here's some actual medicine that'll help you." And since then, she's been doing a lot better. Matter of fact, um, well, she's just been more active, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what else is going on. Actually, I do. I do. I do. I guess it's kind of like the elephant in the room kind of thing. Um, all right, so I guess the thing that's really on my mind as I try to fix my camera is Donna, I guess, which really shouldn't be on my mind as much as she should be. Um, couple days, I told you guys about the whole "I miss you" Nick thing, which kind of did brighten up my day. Um, last week, this week, a couple days ago, she writes me saying, "Can I pull it up?" You guys can't read it, but it was more or less saying that Bella was like, "You can't date anybody," and Donna was explaining it to me like it's been her and Donna for a while um since her husband left and they got divorced, and I need to click a couple things here and there. Need to refresh my mind about what it says. All right, so she wrote. I'm not gonna read word through word what she said, but like I said before, Bella was like, "Oh yeah, mom, you shouldn't date anybody." And keep in mind, Bella's like 7, 8, I believe, which kind of threw me off. I was like, "Oh, I thought Bella liked me." And Donna said that her mom asked Bella, "Oh, I thought you liked Nick." She goes, "I do like Nick." And Donna was like, "Well, Bella was just used to just her, like with Donna and just her. So to kind of add somebody else to the mix is kind of new." And I was like, I respect that, I do. And Donna wrote back, "Right now, I don't know what I want. Part of her wants to try, and another part is scared, especially after what happened between her and her now ex-husband." And I replied the best way I knew how, just throwing it all there. And I was like, "Hey, you're an amazing woman, and I know that with you having a child, if your child's not about it, then you're not about it. I get that, and I will follow that. Like if that's the way that it is, and I understand. However, like and like I'm willing to take it slow. I'm willing to let Bella get used to me, like me, all that other good stuff, and um, especially with this quarantine thing, I can't really like just go over there, um, because I like to follow the rules. Crazy me. Um, so I know not seeing me is definitely a thing, and Donna really doesn't do calls or video chat or anything else like that. I guess somewhere in the back of my mind is kind of like, oh, if people care, they'll make that kind of effort, you know. But she's scared, obviously, and so am I. I'm worried too because even though everybody who I have dated after Xavier's mom was like, I'm not like her. They all ended up being like her. Like they all ended up like just leaving, and like I'm not good enough. Yeah, no one's entitled to date me. No one is supposed to do anything. But if you like somebody, then you like somebody, right? That's how it's supposed to go. You like somebody, then you make that effort. You show them that you care. It's not gonna be like I care, but not really, and all that stuff. It's just talking about it out loud makes me really realize how much of an fool I'm being again. For thinking anybody can really like me like that. But I was like, we're obviously not dating right now, and that I'm hoping that potentially seeing more of me might, make things easier. And I definitely don't think it's a bad idea for me to come over more often whenever this whole thing blows over. I don't want to ruin a good thing, and I'm not talking about friendships. Friends are good, and that's all fine and dandy and all that. It really is. Like I'm not gonna knock the idea of friendships and everything and all that, but like I want more from Donna. Does that make sense? You know, like I'm scared. I am terrified that I'm gonna let her down, Or even worse, I'm going to end up with a broken heart, and honestly, I am tired of broken hearts. So I wrote a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 paragraph reply to everything, more or less saying what I just said. I'm scared too, but I understand your daughter um, is a package deal, and if she doesn't feel comfortable with it yet, that I have no problem taking it slower. Because we were definitely taking it slow. But I have my own fears. I have my own fears. I have my own concerns. Um, but I still feel that she is worth the wait. Obviously, I feel that she is worth the patience. I feel that she is worth the. I think she's worth it, and I believe that she does genuinely care about me. I do, and I feel that I'm trying to find the right words for this. We shouldn't let our exes or the ghost of our exes dictate whether or not we can be happy in the future. Okay, more than 9. 13, 14 paragraphs. I also wrote down, I can't, you know, I'm not gonna pressure you. I'm not gonna force you. I'm not gonna hold you down. If that's not what you're looking for, let me know. But also, I let her know that like I'm not exactly looking on the market for anybody else. I'm just looking at her. And it is sad and depressing that I am once again trying to look into like a fantasy life of like, oh, I can actually be happy, a monster like me. Yeah, I always refer to myself as the beast because I am so much more than what people can really handle, obviously. But I did tell her that I was hopeful, and I felt that no one should give up. And this is a quote I'm actually gonna say: no one should give up on good things in life. And I do believe that you and Bella are definitely good things. I wrote that Friday, and today is 15 minutes to Sunday. Well, 15 minutes to Monday, and I haven't heard anything back. So I think that's done. Or maybe it's Easter and things happened, and I am an idiot for believing that. That anybody can like me. That's what. That I can actually lay in this bed and think that maybe someone else is actually thinking about me and misses me and wishes I was there. That someone will want me more than just the fact that I'm a black guy that they can date and tell their friends about or whatever. That maybe, just maybe, like I am worth something to somebody else. I was talking to Vincent about this earlier, and he was like, God, I can't even think straight. I can't think straight. What do I feel? I feel once again that I'm a fool, and I'm pretty sure the opposite end is that in a couple of days she's gonna message me saying, "Oh, sorry, things got crazy, Easter and all that other stuff," and like, yeah, I got things to do too. I still make time. I'm not exactly. You make time for things that you care about, but not everybody's like me. So tonight I go back to bed and with the thought that everybody else has that somebody in a way, even a friend that they can feel comfortable with, and I don't. I don't have that anybody. And because of that realization, I feel down. I feel really down. And even if she does message me back, it's like kind of like, am I expecting too much? You know, like she's been quiet for like 2 days, soon to be three, and soon to be four, and 15 and 27, and it seems like the only people that really actually even think about me is whenever they want something. I'm not saying like they want money or whatever, or like it's kind of like, see this? This is a holster. For what? It's a holster for my cell phone because it's the only real weapon I can actually carry, and it's a weapon because I use it for all my information, my intel gathering, getting a hold of people, and people can get a hold of me because the only way I feel like anything is when someone needs something. Now people will say, "Oh, that's not true. That's not true," but it's true, completely true. Like, at least to me. To me, it's true because I'm nobody else's priority. So mentally, I'm kind of like, well, then I have to go back to a mind frame where I am just business. I'm just exchange cash for services, please. What do you need done? And I can get it done. And that's how I feel anything anymore. It's like an overwhelming loneliness, you know. I talk to Kitty every now and again, and Kitty virtually is like the only friend I really do talk to regularly. She has 2 kids, a boyfriend, who is the father of the 2 kids, and she does her best to try to, be there. But she has her own life, obviously, and she does her best as a friend. She's a really good friend, but she has her own life, as do I, but not really. Vincent was even saying that, I'm like a butler. I get things done. I fix up other people's mistakes. And that's kind of how I just feel. Chuck and Sue invited me to Easter dinner, but at the same time, they also gave me things to do here. Graham needed to eat, so I helped out trying to get food together for Josh to feed her, to feed us, to take Tyler from work and back. And well, Tyler got his home ride from work today, but they wanted him down there. So I drove him down there and I spent some time down there, but I knew that I had to get back and find milk. And I underestimated how hard it was to find milk today. The amount of stores that are closed are just like we have a Dollar General closed at 5. But they want Tyler down there at 5. I didn't think that the closest stores would be closed at any time because last year they weren't. But with the C virus going around, you know, Hometown was closed. Wise was closed. Um, I got milk from the gas station, and if you ever had to compare prices, gas station anything is more expensive. Luckily, it was Chuck's money, so I didn't have to pay out of pocket. It was nice seeing everybody down for the whole. Like I missed the Easter egg hunt. After that, they had a beer hunt for the adults. I saw M and her boyfriend Jason, and their newborn child, handsome little devil. M still M though, sadly. Linan still Linan. Lynanne's hanging around Bridget, so that's interesting. Bridget is an old friend of Lynanne's. Bridget and her husband, Montana, I think is the name. Seems nice enough. I didn't really introduce myself or see him. I just kind of, well, I seen him obviously, but like I didn't like go up there shake his hand. Or did I? Whose hand did I shake? No, I shook Jason's hand, which was Emily's boyfriend. We can't shake it. Don't ignore that. How was it seeing them all? It was good. It was good seeing Auntie Shelly. It was good seeing Uncle Larry. It's good seeing my cousin Pooter. Good seeing Catherine. Good seeing Zach. Good seeing the kids, even though they're pointing Nerf guns at me, and that kind of triggered something in me. I don't think anybody else really notices or cares that kind of triggers me, but I keep telling them, like, hey, don't point guns at people. It's not nice. Don't point a gun at anybody unless you intend to use it. Just Nerf guns. Let it go. Mental trigger. Some kind of flashback, but that isn't super clear. Which is weird because I like guns. I just like who likes guns getting pointed at them, Like all I want to do is beat people up now. I'm trying to do something right now. Give me a second. I don't think I can do it here actually now I think about it. There. I guess I did it. What else? I made a list. Donna being quiet. I am separate. I am separate. More and more I'm relying on my brothers. Talking with them, seeing how Haven is. They don't really tell me much about, like my old work. Yeah, I think that's almost for the best. Almost. I get progress reports on security and all that, but nothing major. Nothing major really has been happening lately. So I have been more or less kind of here, and even here I'm kind of by myself. I still watch TV with Josh. Kind of talked to Nicole, but not really. Bobby came up yesterday. Came up today. Dropped off a lamp. I gave him a couple games because I'm not playing a PlayStation anymore because I don't own one because I let Tyler borrow it and he returned it broken because I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot that lets other people walk over me. Am I proud of myself? No. Why not? Because I let people walk over me. Say this out loud. Just a note that was more or less apparently left for me. Maybe having people walk over me is a way for me to feel something from anyone. Maybe Vincent is right. I need to start being okay with myself without having someone else validate that for me. I don't know. I'm not even in a good place. Not yet. The board still needs to be redone. I haven't even freaking done that yet. It's almost halfway through the month. I have to do it tomorrow. Shit, if that's not done by the next time you guys see it, if it doesn't say freaking April right up there, get on my shit. But then again, no one else really watches my videos. Heck, I could probably commit suicide on this thing. I know, probably know until you realize shit isn't being done. I guess. Kind of one of the things Vincent was saying today. The whole idea is that everybody needs me for something, and it's not really that they need me for that. I'm just convenient. I'm just here. Like for instance, CJ was like, for a while, I was like, yo man, can you get me right here? Can you get me right there? And like the last time he didn't pay me, I was like, man, I'm not giving you for a ride. I'm not being taken for a ride. I'm not giving you a ride. It hasn't bugged me. And Vincent's like, so, but he still goes to places, right? So he was able to find rides regardless. So you're not really that important to even him. I'm like, yeah. Then he was like, but when you leave that house, how much will their life change? Annette told me that they lived here before me, and after me, they'll still continue to live. But me being here does me no good. Not that it does me any bad. It's just, it's not like it's my kids down there. It's not like it's my wife or my husband down there. It's Chuck and Sue and their kids and their life, and this is their house. I just have this room, the tower. This might have been a bad day to do a video. It seemed very kind of like doom and gloom, as they say. As the Russians and Germans say. Another flashback. One that doesn't make any sense as usual. Alright. So let's figure out what good thing I actually did do this week. Productive thing, maybe? For myself? Anything? And if I live by myself, would that really change? Would I be doing anything for myself other than living? And I can do that sleeping. I don't mean sleeping as in like I mean like I literally do that in my sleep. I can take care of myself in my sleep. And I can obviously take care of other people. Hell, I take care of most of their messes. Like he was even saying like, oh, why are you the one picking up Tyler? Why are you the middle person? Why do you got to tell Tyler anything? Like, well, I live in a house or I have a car. I'm like, why don't you just come back and pick up the son? I'm like, because I'm trying to be helpful. Like, man, I get that, I do. You are the protect and servant of people. The protector and servant of people. He's a devil's advocate. But he's not wrong. What am I doing? Why am I not looking at the bottom of a bottle? You know, because drinking makes me less efficient at things that I need to do. And once again, the things I need to do are for other people. So the answer would be do something for myself, and yeah, sure, whatever. I do that now, kind of. What do I do for myself? I don't know. Play games that help me relive the good old days. Let me experience things I can't experience anymore. Josh watches TV all the time. I can't do that. It's like me having a dead end job, but it's not a dead end job because it's a dead end life. Is that where I am? Is that where my mental frame is? Is that what I'm thinking about right now? I don't know. I really don't know. What good is anybody if they don't do anything, right? And I'm a doer. It's what I do. I do things. I think the only real enjoyment I got this week, personally, was that I picked up this game called Dustwood. You're this guy who gets a group message from these people, and they're like, "Hey, do you know this person?" I'm like, "No." Like, well, she went missing, and your numbers are on her phone. I'm like, oh, don't know her. And the plot kind of thickens and everything else like that. You get text messages and video calls, and something is definitely going on. But I see that's the high point of my week. Does this Donna thing really have me fucked up? Is that where this is? Am I just that depressed that like I'm yet another person doesn't find me worthy of the time on a personal level? I'm not even sure where to zoom it on to. Turn that off. There you go. You're trying to tell me that I just wasn't reading. I don't know. Sarah hasn't messaged me, which is shocking because she only messages me whenever she needs something. She'll message Bobby though, and CJ, and bug the shit out of them. Bug me to get a hold of them. People that waste my time, which is sad because Sarah's like was like a daughter to me. I don't wish her ill. I don't wish anybody ill. I don't wish anybody ill. Donna, Chuck, Sue, Sarah, either of them actually, or any of the other people that I've come across and they've let me down repeatedly. I don't know. Okay, think about something positive this week. I started to make a list for 20 Go 20. All right. And some of the things you guys already know. The Legacy Project, obviously. Being able to see Xavier face to face. Operation Relocation, moving to a new place. Second Chance Gaming. I want to finish a lot of the games that I started on the channel. One game, 1 month. Every game I finish a game. Every month I finish a game. Rivalry, me and Vincent are working on that. By the end of the year, we'll actually like he's getting his computer ready. Should be ready by next, if not next, by the end of this month, mid next month, depending on how shipping computer ports, how long that takes, and all that stuff. CPS position, no one's fucking hiring. The C virus. Weekly updates. I'm doing that now. The escape room. I was thinking about doing an escape room with the miners and 3 episodes for season 1. I was thinking about doing like a I don't know, webisode, write a story, try to act it out. Requires a camera, tripod, more space on my computer. Which I might get with this whole stimulus check thing, but Chuck was like, hey, it'd be nice if you can help us out. You don't have to, you're not obligated to. But, it would definitely help us out kind of thing. And you know what they say about, sinking ships. if you're in one, might as well do your best to make sure you don't sink with it. How would they say? I'm trying to make sure the ship doesn't sink. Vincent says I need to start kicking up Operation Relocation. It's not exactly easy though. So used to having A here. So used to having Jason to report to. Well, Jason's organization anyway. At least tomorrow I'll get to talk to Annette about what I don't know. Xavier's bored at home because he doesn't go to school. And his mom works, and the thing that his mom's dating, it's there, but I guess he's doing his own thing. I wonder if I was like that with Danny and her kids. It's kind of like, oh yeah, he's just there. I always try to include him. I always try to give him the option. I always try talking to him like, yo, how's your day today? Doing okay? Want to go do something? Like something remote, like play a video game or something, or I don't know. Caitlin will let me, she'll tell me about her toys and her dolls and stuff. Vincent today was like, I see that you are connecting with a lot of these kids. I'm like, well, they got to see there's a different way. You got to see that not all guys are like their dads, Not all people are like their moms. Not all people are the same. And maybe if I can help them see that people can be better, who knows? Maybe the next generation won't be as shitty. I don't know. Still kind of trying to talk to Satan, but that's not exactly fruitful. And that was a long time. Got about 4 or 5 minutes to kind of fill in. At least I'll give you guys 45 minutes, right? Maybe. Actually, how long? 37 minutes. I still got a long time to talk. I'm not gonna look at it. I don't know. I got nothing. I got nothing to talk about. I got nothing positive. Other than I know I needed to widen the gap between me and Sue. I want to make sure Nakoma's okay. Tyler keeps wanting to play video games with me, which I don't mind. It's just I'm not a team. I don't always want to team play it. I don't know. I wish something. I don't even fucking know what I wish. I wish I wasn't alone. I wish I had people to. People do care about me. Kind of like how people care about, they don't want people on the street dying in front of them, kind of thing. At least I think so. And like Zach and Cap, they have their own lives with Captain, their kid, their son, Francis, great kid, walking and moving about, but he wasn't really interested in me. Maybe I'm not even interested in me. Can't even talk for like an hour about my life in a week. 24 hours in a day, 7 days a week. That's what, 175 hours? I sleep about 4 or 5 hours a day, so like 100 hours, maybe. Maybe my math is wrong, I don't know, but still a lot of hours, and I got nothing. Nothing productive, nothing good, nothing positive. It's not Vincent's fault. He's speaking his mind on the reflection of what I tell him about my life. Here's what I need to look at. See those notes. Just give me a minute, guys. Just give me a minute. Tammy. All right, so let me talk about Tammy. God damn it. Tammy is an old friend of mine whose daughter is mixed, and whenever I moved to Clearfield the first time with my girlfriend at the time, Chastity, uh, Tyra, Tammy's daughter, was always being babysat by Chastity's sister Elizabeth. I know, try to make a you know a flow chart of people or whatever. But Elizabeth sometimes would just kind of be doing her own thing, and Tyra look at me and be like, "Oh, we kind of share darker skin tone." And for the longest time, I kind of like, when Elizabeth was, doing her own thing, I would watch Tyra, and it was cool. It was like my first unofficial adopted daughter, and now Tyra is so tall. But it's not about Tyra I want to talk about. It's Tammy. Tammy's been wanting to get at me for some time now, and her sister died about a couple weeks ago, and she definitely needs a level of comfort. But with me and Tammy, I wanted to get with Tammy way back when, and Tammy's like, "No, I'm just really in it for like the bump and grind, the sex, I guess. I'm too tired, or I did not give a damn enough to think of a good analogy." And I was like, you know what? I'm kind of, as I mentioned before, talking to somebody, Donna, and I'm not really trying to fuck that up. And she was like, well, okay. And a couple of days later, she was like, well, I'm gonna invite some friends over, and we're gonna have some good time. I'm like, okay, well, you go ahead and do that. Um, and at that point, I'm like, okay, well, that definitely turns me completely off on that aspect completely. Even if there was no Donna, the idea, like, how would Vincent would have said, like, oh yeah, you just kind of lost your ride on that. I'm like, it's not even the ride I wanted to be on. Like, Tammy can be cool, Tammy can be nice, and Tammy can be great, but sometimes, especially now with the loss of her sister, she's just kind of, I don't know. So she invited her friends, this guy friends over, and I'm like, hey, I found that a couple of days ago. I was like, the whole guy thing came up, and she's like, oh, you should know me better than I wouldn't have no guy over here. I'm like, you just told me less than a week ago. Yeah, guys come over. Like, oh, I lied about that. I'm like, okay, okay, you're a liar. If everything wasn't turned off before, it is definitely turned off now, because now you are a liar. You are definitely someone who just lies now. Even though she's like, I didn't think you cared. I'm like, you cared enough to lie, and I cared enough to care. Not happening anymore. And the whole idea of like wasting my time. I talked about that many times before, and I don't want to have my time wasted. I don't. I don't want to be jerked around anymore. So, and especially something so blatantly obvious, So like I told her, like, look, we can talk kind of like friends, like probably not even really, more like associates, but like shit. Like, how can I talk to somebody who I do not trust? So I think I kind of lost a friend there, but that's okay because if the friend's willing to lie to you, I think that is okay. Something like that. It's just, I did my New Year's resolution video. I finally finished that actually. I guess that's a plus. That obviously is 4 months late. 4 months and I think I made it 2 days. I actually published it 2 days ago. So it's 4 months and 11 days late. Yep. Good times, right? Or at least I got it done. I'm not happy that it's so late, but at least it's not on my list anymore. Not on my list of things to do. So I can mark that off. What else is on this list? I told you about the list, my 20 go 20 list so far. I still have plenty of room to add more stuff, so room for improvement. I haven't come up. I know there's things I want to do, like things I want to do with Xavier. God, I wanted to go on this date with Donna. Well, that's I feel that's gone. Here's something. Chuck saying I don't know shit about the intercom. Now, the house that we currently live in is so big, we have intercoms to call each other. It's a duplex, so there's 2 sides, 3 levels. Sometimes screaming up the steps ain't enough. Sometimes it's a lot easier just to like intercom. And with Chuck's work, there's a lot of phone calls, so I reduced the volume on my intercom to be able to not hear every goddamn phone call that comes through. It will light up, but I don't. It doesn't ring, and for some reason, constantly ringing, just annoys the shit out of me. So I turned that down, but when it's when intercoms, I can still hear that. And I showed Tyler how to do that, and for some reason, like it worked whenever I called Tyler. It worked whenever I called Tyler. Tyler was able to pick up the phone. Every time I call Tyler, he picks up the phone. Every time. Unless the phone's dead, which happens a lot over there because he tends to forget to put it back on the hook. So do I. No lie, it happens. But I overheard Chuck once again saying like, "Oh, Nick doesn't know shit. Don't listen to Nick." And I'm like, I tested it. It's the only way my phone works. Someone calls, I don't hear the ring. I see it light up. I'm like, oh, someone's calling. Let me look at the number. Is it important? No, it's not for me. Because most if it comes to the phone, it's not for me because I have my own goddamn phone. You know. Tyler told me about it. Well, I overheard it, but then Tyler told me about it too. I'm like, I heard about it. He's like, yo, man, don't worry about it. I'm like, I ain't worried about it. But Vincent's like, yo, that's like the whole thing, the whole way that people just treat you, just huge disrespect. Huge disrespect. For all that you do for everybody else. It's kind of like they kind of go, okay, well, do this for us, do this for us, do this for us. And it's like, well, I'm going to do this thing. And they go like, oh, fuck that. I got this other thing I need you to do. Like apparently that week 13 video that I don't really remember. But the more things happen, the more it kind of slowly comes back. Or maybe I'm just hearing enough of the story that it just kind of formulates in my head. I don't know. A lot of these times I make these videos or I make a video and I'm always kind of going, at least at some point, going, what am I still doing? And I realize the reason I'm still here because at least here I am wanted, even if it is just to do shit. Because otherwise I will just be, I don't know, doing nothing. Without A to kind of go, okay, what is it that you really want to do? Let's see if we can figure out a way to make it happen. Without Jason kind of going, okay, well, this is the resources that you got. Without Annette, kind of making sure that my mental state isn't completely dangerous. God damn it, I'm falling back into the routine again. The log I was when I was with Xavier's mother. Get up, play video games, do a couple things, make sure things are done, then go back to being a log, a body in a room. Maybe I'm just disappointed in myself. Maybe that's all. I'm just tired of myself. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know anymore. I don't have anybody to ground me. And I hear Vincent in the back of my head going, "You need to ground yourself." It's not anybody else's job to ground me, to keep me grounded. It's my job to keep me grounded. I don't know. And probably if it wasn't for probation and the fact that I live here, I would be looking at the bottom of a bottle right now. Kind of going, well, shit, might as well feel numb for a bit. Rather than all of this, nothing. Nothing. I don't even know what I feel. Other than alone. And I don't mean by friends, because like I said, I got Zach. I got Josh. Josh is trying. And I think in a way lately, Josh has been seeing that I am one of his only friends here. Kind of like if you play Survivor or Big Brother, you realize that the people who are fighting for you are the people you should stick with. Vincent today was like, Josh is not your responsibility. Everybody else is kind of more or less treating him like he is. Hell, I'm treating him like he is. Because it's what friends do, right? When a friend asks for help, you help them, right? I don't know what's left. Tonight I got nothing. Tonight I don't got anything to keep me grounded. I'm out of tokens, as Annette probably would have put it back in the day. She probably doesn't even remember that she's the one that taught me that lesson. The idea that you have to give yourself tokens every day. The more tokens being the good things that you do, the things that you're proud of. And people will take away tokens. That's just a given. I've been talking to an old friend named Brittany. Her husband Ben actually helped me fix my car whenever Brittany's brother Ryan tried to and failed for like fucking 10 hours. Fucking ridiculous. At the end of it, he was like, "Man, I fucked it up, man. You might need to go to a mechanic." I'm like, "How the fuck am I supposed to get home?" I missed visitation. It was Halloween. I missed visitation. I missed trick or treating in Tacoma. God, there's a part of me that made me think that maybe that's when things in Tacoma just downhill. God, when I think about it, it kind of lines up because I made a bad choice in trusting people. The people that mattered to me felt let down and abandoned. What I feel. I'm not gonna let the people that depend on me feel left out, abandoned. I know what that feels like, and it sucks. And it's not my responsibility to do so. No, it's not. Like I said before, Nakoma's not my daughter. She's not really even my little sister. Sue is not my mom. She's not my sister, and she's not my wife. Just not my dad. Not my brother. And so on and so forth for everybody else down the line. But they are still people I care about. I guess in the end, that's kind of all I got left. And that's wrong. Why is that wrong? Because I should have me. And I don't think I have many. But as long as I keep doing things, I feel useful. As long as I'm doing something, I feel I have a purpose. And I don't know what I want. No, I do know what I wanted. Donna. And maybe a glimpse, maybe a chance at a better life. Maybe a chance of getting something of what I had before with a wife and kids back. Someone who loved me, someone who gave a damn about me, someone who I went to bed with knowing that there's no one else. This is what I got. When I feel this way, I look around, I don't have anybody. Because everybody else got somebody else. And me, well, I don't even think I have me. So how do we change that, huh? How do we change that? I don't know. I don't know how to change that. Well, I talked enough today, right? 3 cigarettes in an hour. This is not usually how many cigarettes I smoke. I smoke like a cigarette, like each quarter. Like what? Morning, afternoon, evening, and night. Here I am smoking 3 in an hour. No one else can save me. No one else can help me. I need to pull myself out of this. And I don't know how. But who knows? Maybe tomorrow my tokens reset. I'll come up with an idea. And I'll do that. But until then, I'm not going to sleep. I can't. But my mindset, if the ghost even comes near me, I'm going to lose it. So I'm not going to. So I'm going to go. Considering right now it says the audio stream current bit rate is 0. I don't know what that means. Maybe because it means that I'm talking too low. I don't know. But I'm going to go. And I don't know what I'm going to do. But I do know the sun's going to set. Well, the moon's going to set. The sun's going to rise. And days are going to continue. So I got to keep going with it. Thanks, you. If you happen to be watching this, whoever you are, thank you. At least for a moment, someone else gave a damn. Outside of services I can render them. Good night. And thanks.